And welcome back to Tukuza Inspire Refresh Connect. Good name is DJ Chroma, the master record selector. Good music, man. You guys are requesting good songs. Keep them coming at KTN Tukuza TV show Facebook page, and of course 22151 for Candy's mom. You can send an SMS.
For Candy's mom, really? Anyway, hi mom, good morning. And every other mom watching today. This is a fantastic show for every mom and every dad.
Yes.
And we get to hear an interesting story about a young girl who at the age of 19 found herself pregnant. And you do not want to miss this story. And I'm so glad she's already seated opposite me. So we can start right now. We can, right?
Yes.
So tell us about yourself, introduce yourself to our viewers, and then who is Tina? Where was Tina born, and what kind of family does Tina come from?
My name is Tina Karanja. I'm 30. I am married, a mother of 2. I was born in Nyeri County, but when I was very young, my parents relocated to Thika, so I've been brought up in Thika. I had Kroba say he's from Thika as well.
Where are the pineapples?
Yeah, for real. My mom is a cop. Alikuwa Thika prisons.
Oh, okay. I grew up in Kimathi.
I know Kimathi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ironically, people from Thika don't like pineapples.
Are you serious?
Yes. I don't know
the rest
how
of us, when you're driving through, you just start smelling pineapples. I don't know if it's psychological.
They're not in the city though. They're not in the town.
Yes.
Yeah, they're about from let's say 2 kilometers and over. That's when you start seeing them.
It's so exciting.
It's
I just
really
know
no biggie.
pineapples.
It's not a big
For
deal.
you guys, it's not a big deal.
Yes.
Us would give anything for those pineapples. However, proceed.
So I'm a firstborn, a family of 3. I have a brother and a sister who follows me. I grew up in a family that had a crazy balance between being very functional and being dysfunctional. So we had moments when we were really okay, really sawa kabisa, and we had other moments when we were the poster children for a dysfunctional family. You know, grew up with a mom who was very involved in church ministry. So we grew up in church, but we had a dad who enjoyed life very well. But at the age of 15, my dad got born again.
Wow.
What? When mama prays, eh?
Wow.
Oh, he was a prayer item. He was a prayer item. I thought it was funny because he did not like church.
Used to that.
Yes, and he did not like church. So growing up in church, we would not have permission to go for keshas and stuff like that.
Because of that?
No, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So a lot of church issues were chini ya maji. And I was looking forward to finishing class 8 so I could go for TGIF, the keshas.
Yeah.
When I talked to him earlier on, you know, to prepare him psychologically, said, why church? How about I take you clubbing? So again, I was looking forward to finishing class 8 so we could go clubbing.
Wait,
vibe stuff.
back that one up.
Your
dad says, why Kesha? Let me take you to the club.
Yes, let's go clubbing.
That's what he knew as entertainment.
Yes. And as my luck would have it, he got born again in October. You know, class 8, we finish in November.
Yeah.
So pretty much dreams of clubbing went out the window. But I had a very toned down childhood. I never raved. What you expect teenage girls to do. And I remember being 16 and my mom asking whether I was a normal teenage girl.
Because you never went clubbing.
I never went clubbing. I didn't do makeup. We never thought about what I was wearing. I mean, hey, long dresses, trousers. I was pretty.
You are a
toned
good
down.
girl.
Yes, I was, and I never questioned. Again, being a firstborn, towed the line completely from the very beginning up until I was 19. I pretty much did what Mama wanted or what Daddy said. I was.
Was it
girl.
by choice, or is that how your personality
Environment,
is?
yeah.
Why were you such a good child?
I think a bit of my personality, and I'm very afraid of being in trouble. So I feel much safer being on the good side. I think also the age difference between me and my siblings called for me becoming more mature at a much earlier age. And a lot of what was happening, my upbringing, a lot of what was happening in my family at that time required for me to mature quite early. So that was it for me. One of the things that stood out was that I was very different physically. I still am very different physically from my siblings. My siblings are very light-skinned. They would pass for your siblings.
Wow.
They're very, very light-skinned and very slim and tall. I have a very tall bro. And walking around, you hear names like Mohammed and Halima. When you're talking...
What?
When you're talking about my... Yes, yes.
They look
Yes.
Warrior.
One time my bro lost a lot of weight and he had to go to the hospital, and they kept calling him Abdul. Hey Abdul, what's the problem? So they are very light skinned. My bro is quite tall and very skinny.
Yeah.
My sis is,
Yes.
you know, talk to me nicely, I'll show you pictures. My sister is not as tall, but she's also very light skinned. Currently she has blonde hair.
Yes.
So again,
It goes all the way.
So I grew up with a lot of references to the differences between me and my siblings.
And you know the thing is, sorry to interrupt,
Yes.
no one realizes how painful those things can be.
Yes.
Were they painful for you?
Extremely. And you know, we make comments such as, "Oh my God, what are you eating? You've really added weight." For me, that was an insult, because my siblings are very slim and I want to be slim. Everybody wants to be the skinny friend of the fat girl, but I was the chubby girl.
Now you are the chubby girl.
Yes. And ironically, the slim ones were not my friends, they were my siblings. And would go for family meetings and they would say stuff like, you're the reason your siblings can't add weight. You're eating all their food.
Unakula chakula,
And you know, ironically, those of us that are big, sometimes we don't eat as much.
It's true. It's true. We don't eat.
Yeah, those of us
You
that
just look at food and you add weight.
You just dream about crisps and the weight piles. And my siblings really enjoy their food. They sit down and they enjoy their food.
And they don't add weight.
No. I mean, they're very skinny. Right now, my sister is being told she's too skinny. She needs to add weight. I'm like, okay, how about we switch bodies? And so growing up with that, it messed up my self-esteem.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be that skinny girl. I had a skinny best friend growing up. So I really, everything in me just wanted to be skinny. That
Do you have a
wasn't
problem with
working.
your skin color?
Oh no, that never bothered me. My
I
dad,
like your skin color. Actually,
my dad was dark.
Murph is that color.
Yes. So I never really was.
It was just the weight.
It was the weight. It was weight. I'm taller than my sister, so that isn't an issue. It was the weight, and at times looking at what my friends were able to pull off in terms of fashion that I couldn't pull out because again of my weight. I couldn't trade clothes with my friends because of my weight. And the constant references, you know, people don't tell you, "Hey Kendi, what are you doing? You've become lighter." People tell you you've added weight, you've reduced weight. They don't tell you look taller. They don't tell you look shorter. It's the reference is about the weight. So that was a really big deal for me. And from an early age, I was in relationships. And unfortunately, at the age of 18, I got into a relationship with someone who would constantly refer to my weight. Say stuff like, you know, you should go to the gym.
How big were you, Tina? Were you the size you are now or slightly bigger? Because you look perfectly okay for me.
I think, you know, when I look back, I was about 65 kgs. That sounds, I mean, after having a baby, I've been
That's my
eating
dream weight. What is wrong with you?
No.
Hey, growing up with siblings who are 45, who are being fed by the nation to add weight because they're underweight.
Okay.
It really, and you know, you can be 65 in weight, but you look bigger.
Yeah.
So I think I had a lot of that. I looked much bigger than I really was. So I got into a relationship that was more or less verbally abusive.
Realized at 18 years of age.
Yes, at 18. Realized growing up, my parents never referred to my weight. I never faced that with my family at all. And my parents still, well, I lost my dad last year, but my mom is there, and they appreciate us on the different attributes. But nobody looked at the weight, both neither negatively nor positively. Nobody ever said you're beautiful as you look, you know. Again, it was never said to my sisters per se, my sister or my brother. So there was no actual reference to weight. Technically, I shouldn't have been bothered because my mom is big. My dad was very tall and very slim. So maybe I shouldn't have been bothered, but it did.
Did you always feel that they were pretty and you were not? Or they're better looking?
The weight. I'd still go to the weight because we look alike. Yes. And at the same time, people would refer to my sister as being very pretty because she's light. But when you look at us, you can see the family resemblance. But it's only until later. Actually, at one point, I had to put up a picture on Facebook and say, hey, to all of you who say we don't look alike, how about this one? Yeah, so we do look alike. We have features that are very present on each one of us. But again, being lighter, being darker, as you said about the skin color, people have different perceptions.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you turned 18 and you met this guy, and Did he ever tell you you're pretty?
No,
Did he ever-
not really.
He never told you you're pretty.
He thought my hair was pretty. I had very long hair, so he thought the hair was pretty. So the long hair coupled with losing a few kgs would make you look really, really amazing.
Yeah.
You know. And when that relationship ended, I really blamed myself. I thought it was because of the weight, and I went on a rampage. I stopped eating,
Oh, really?
and I joined the gym, and I
At 18
lost-
years of age.
oh,
I mean,
yes.
that's a time when the world is on your shoulders. You're happy. You're freelance. Everything.
Oh no, I
Not for
sunk
you.
into a depressed state. I went to the gym. I mean, my day revolved around sitting in the house, starving myself and going to the gym. And after a couple of months, I was down to about 50 kgs.
Did your mom notice the change? Did she notice
Oh,
my
man, there was
sure
a lot.
everyone
There was a lot
noticed.
going on in my family.
Besides you?
Yes, there was so
Oh.
much other stuff going on in my family. So me losing weight, they knew I was going to the gym, and they thought that was amazing because I had been in basketball in high school. So in high school, I had managed to watch my weight a little bit up to Form 3. But when I got to Form 4, you know, you're told no more activities.
Yes,
books,
summer,
books.
yes.
So the weight had piled back on. So they were really happy you're going to the gym. Nobody ever commented about the weight though. I felt very good about myself. I could fit into size 10, size 8 jeans.
The fantastic size 10. Wow.
Jeans that I had not fit into since I was 16.
Much younger.
Probably.
Okay, so now you're
So,
18,
yes.
you meet this guy, you break up with him,
Yes.
you get a bit depressed.
Yes.
Then you turn 19.
Yes.
And that's where the story begins, right?
Yes.
That's where the story begins. We will be coming back. You want to find out what happened to her when she was 19. And I think this is a show for parents, especially, to be keen and you watch your child to see what is happening, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be back.